Hello, my name is Jonathan Miller. I am making a channel for the very first time. I don't even know what it's going to be called right now. I think it's just Jonathan Miller. A little bit about myself. I am a researcher and I'm a PhD student in mathematics. I work in machine learning and I do a fair amount of, idea generating for my personal life. So this channel, I just want to start it with a few things. I think number one, I want to do a bit of a vlog, so just who I am, pretty raw about life, as raw as I can get, I guess. And then along the way, describe things about who I am or what I'm interested in or things that I want to talk about. One of the things that I want to develop is doing some animations. I know with channels like 3 Blue 1 Brown, where they do Manim, which is developed in Python, to do a lot of different really cool math animations. That would be really interesting. I like to program. I like to do a lot of things. So I guess a little bit about myself. I'm an American. I live in Scotland, but I grew up in California. I've lived in Australia, and I'm kind of working on getting my nationality here in the UK, which would actually be the third one that I have. So that would be American, Australian, and then potentially Scottish. That's something that is really interesting to me. Is becoming like a citizen of the planet, learning how to be comfortable in any culture that you're in is, I think, really important currently. Some of the topics that I would love to discuss are educational matters around things like finance, personal freedom, but also learning in general. I have a passion for mathematics, for statistics, for probability, and I also love seeing how they implement in real world. I'm a big fan of the Julia programming language, and that's just had its 8th conference. Just literally yesterday finished it, and there's so many good talks about Julia. And the cool thing in programming, when it's a newer language, it attracts a certain type of person. And even though Julia has been around for 8 years at least, more than that, and it's only really been maybe the last 3 or 4 years that it's become more of a public thing, and it's a very fast-growing language. And the way that it's set up allows for it to be very fast itself, and so there's all this new groundbreaking work and accelerated hardware for solving differential equations or solving machine learning tasks or doing computer algebraic systems or sort of symbolic systems of algebra, like you would see in like Mathematica, or if you went to Wolfram Alpha. All those things and a lot more you see being developed at this place and at Julia. And of course, you probably see that if you went to Python or you went to MATLAB or Mathematica or some of these other languages. But at the end of the day, it's a whole environment of people that all want to break out. They want to do something new. They want to learn about who they are through generating new languages and new packages. So I have a big passion for that, but also for things in life. I love to cook, so I'm a vegan, and I was gluten-free up until a while ago, but I've discovered the use of kamut, which is a really nice ancient grain. So some of the things on this channel that I probably want to get into is some of the recipes that I love to make. I do a lot of sourdough, or I'll find ways to make food really interesting. I'm also really into doing up my van. So I have a Peugeot Boxer that I'm working on to be, your sort of camper van type of thing. So there's so much that I think I want to discuss and really just explore and be open and exposed. And so the setup of my channel that I think I want to do is a number of vlogs like this, that this is one take, literally on my phone. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to press pause when I'm done, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube, so it has the sense of this is just me talking and my ideas. More scripted out, planned discussions. I want to work on some mathematical animations with the attempt of describing something that people don't know about in a way that is very interesting and understandable and transparent. At the same time, I love to get into showing some coding, showing some things that I do throughout the day, what drives me, what my creativity is, and just kind of go from there. I'm also very much into things like Myers-Briggs personality. This is my first time filming, so you guys are going to see some shakiness, and if anybody's ill, sorry about that. But there's whole avenues of life that I think each of us, we have these little pockets of who we are, and they don't always get shared, and maybe other people are comfortable with that, but I'm on this discovery to start sharing more of who I am and be exposed in life, and just go from there. And then as I keep doing this, and you know, when if people want to hear me talk and hear the things that I do and see what I do, then I'd love to sort of respond to people's questions about how something gets done, because I love figuring things out. I think I'm going to stop there. I've just sort of rambled on for about 6.5 minutes, and I think that's a good way to start. I like to have a lot of different ideas and different conversations, and you'll notice the phone shakes a little bit and the camera jumps around a bit, but you know, I'm just going to go with that, and it'll be one of those things where I'll look back in a year, I'll be like, oh my god, what was I doing? But I think that just adds to the human part of it. So I'm gonna sign off there. If this channel seems interesting, if you've liked what I've said, and you want to see more of what I'm doing, then definitely like and subscribe. We know that if you watch any YouTube video, or any sort of series of YouTube videos of the same thing, like if you look up passive income or DIY van or something, and you watch a number of those videos, you obviously get the same story, the same sort of script going on, but yeah, obviously we know that things are algorithmically generated, so we'll love to get passed around. And look, I've just rambled on for another minute, which I love. All right, blessings to everybody. Be yourself. Today I'm just gonna enjoy my Sunday, and maybe play around on the computer, make some food, and yeah, just enjoy myself. Peace and much love to everybody. Okay, bye.